The movement of the twin flames is just crazy. It's curved, it's retorted. It's going somewhere but not going anywhere really. I'm gonna explain what's going on. Anda aqui. Anda aqui. Anda. Anda aqui. Opa. Opa, opa, opa. Anda. Anda. Supreme Being Twin Souls. How are you all? Super amazing. Love you. And let's get back to the subject. So, your twin flame is basically in a glass of water. What does this mean? It means that the conception, the perception, the identity that you have put yourself and your twin flame, or your reality as the twin flame movement, it's inside of a glass of water, meaning it's drowning, it's not going anywhere, it's stuck. Okay, it's like in an aquarium. You have to shift this reality to somewhere else. And I have sad news and amazing news to tell you. I'm gonna start with the neutral stuff. So the reason I'm bringing this topic is because there has been a misconception in the movement of the twin flames, and there has been a twist in your life with your twin flame. So something is not okay, and to be able to tell you straightforward, I just have to go from the beginning. I don't know anywhere, anyhow. I don't know an easier way to tell you, so I'm just gonna say straightforward. So basically, I'm going to tell you step by step what is going on and why you might not be with your twin flame, why it might not even be your twin flame, and why you should even forget about the twin flame movement. So I'm going to start. The first one is you cannot not be with your twin flame. This is just not something not possible. I'm going to explain again. Once you meet your twin flame, you know your twin flame, and you guys decide to move together. If it is truly your twin flame, of course. It is not possible not to be with your twin flame. You just cannot not be. So, for example, you meet your twin flame, you know who it is, you move together into a house or something to live together, and then you decide to come out. You can, but it's temporarily, and you are gonna come back again. You just cannot not be, like, you cannot just move away forever. It is just not possible. Because this is our experience between me and Petya, and we know we are two twin flames, and I'm gonna tell you another step, another reason why this is. So, second is the different polarities. So, polarities. So we have been speaking about the yin-yang for a while. If you haven't watched, it's in the previous videos, maybe previous 3 or 4 videos or something. And we speak about the yin-yang between twin flames. So what does this mean? As you have noticed, everything in life has a I was going to say has a twin flame. And it is indeed. Because there is the yin and there is the yang. There is the night and the day. There is the water and the fire. So there's always a countering effect, okay, in this world. And the same applies for your life and your twin flame. So it's like this. You are born, and you are born with a certain polarity. You are either yin or yang. How is this possible? It's because when you understand that fire and air are yang, and water and earth are yin, because they are more dense. That's why water, liquids and dirt and density goes all the way down, and air and fire goes all the way up. The temper and the inspiration, air, goes up. So this is the yin yang. And when you're born, you are born with a certain sign, with a certain astrological sign. This sign has an element. Imagine you are Leo. Leo is fire. Okay, fire is yang. But this does not mean that you are a yang person, because there is always, according to the time of your birth, you will have a certain arrangement of planets as well, just like with your main astrological sign. And these will make you, for example, you have Mars, and then you have Jupiter and all this stuff, and each of them has a certain sign. They are on top of a certain sign, or they are ruling a certain sign. And for example, imagine you have a lot of water, a lot of water element signs in the planets, and a lot of earth, and a little bit of fire. So you have again fire plus fire, but you have a lot of water and a lot of earth, and by adding all of them together, you will come up with a result of yin and yang. So you have the percentage afterwards. So this will mean that you will become a yin person or a yang. So in this case, you become a yin, and your twin flame, if it exists on Earth, has to be yang. And it has to be not just any yang, it has to be exactly the same percentage as your percentage as yin. For example, you are 75% yin, 25% yang. She has to be obligatory the opposite. 75 yang, 25 yin. So this is also for you to know that you just cannot be with just anyone. You have to be with the exact person, the exact polarity. This does not exist that you are with a being that has a different polarity, totally different, even the same, or 50-50. There's people who are 50-50. 50-50 people has to be with another 50-50 people. They cannot be with more or less, okay? There's just another thing. Not everyone that has the contrary, the opposite polarity is the twin flame, because there's thousands and thousands of people that have my polarity. So that means we have to go to the first step now. We are exactly yin yang. So what does this mean? If we are exactly the opposite yin yang in everything, in all aspects, in the thoughts, in the emotional, in everything, why not the physical? Yes, the physical is also. That's what I came up with. So me and Petya, we knew we were twin flames from the beginning, but we were not giving 100% credit. Why? Because no one has ever told us that we are truly twin flames with their spiritual skills. So we met this person. This person is an amazing being. It has advised us many times, many things, what to do. And this person came to us and she said, I say she, but it doesn't mean that it is a woman. I just say like this being. And this being said, you two should never be separated. We say, why? Because you two are exactly the opposite of each soul. You are the half of each soul. You should never be separated. When we heard this, and we know that we are the opposite polarities, we just knew we were twin flame. Like 100%. Now we have 100% credit, you know? And then after a few months, even I guess a year, we asked the same soul another question. We said, we need your help, because we are getting a lot of messages and comments with all our channels, because we have 3 channels, Bulgarian, Portuguese, English, and about the twin flames, and they are asking if this person is their twin flame, or if why they are not together and stuff like this. And we just know with all our beings that most of these people are not saying the truth. Not that because they are lying, but it's just subconsciously they are not twin flames. So the first thing is that that I'm going to tell you, the takeaway of everything I said, you will understand now what's going on, is don't stress too much about the twin flame movement, because first of all, like you just heard, it's not as what we thought. And second, you have much more things to deal with, much more important. For example, we always put videos only after our family and me and Petya and the comfort of where we live is perfection. If it's not, we are not gonna make videos. This is our rule. Because, I mean, we just prioritize some other things than others. So, just like this, take this as your life. So, do not focus too much on the twin flame movement. Just focus on your well-being, okay? We always say to each and every soul that comes to us, what am I going to do? My twin flame run away? No. And we always say, just focus on your heart for now, and you are going to attract her if this being is really your twin flame. This is what we say all the time, and it's always 100% correct. If the self is not okay, the twin is not okay either. So you have to fix your being first. Second, the conclusion is, this ain't a religion, you already noticed. I mean, the movement, do not make a religion out of anything. So just be yourself, be happy, be on the present moment. This is the most important. If you are on the twin flame movement, but you are on the present moment, then so be it, continue. But if it's taking you away from the present moment and you are anxious, then you have to fix this. Third, focus on the emotional blockages to cleanse yourself. So what does this mean, and what does this has to do with the twin flame movement? First of all, the reason why we agree with ourselves to split and come into two different souls as twin flames from our super higher self and stuff like this, it's because we want to experience this, we want to experience this, and also we want to release ourselves from our blockages. We want to slap each other. Basically, that's what we are doing. So what is emotional blockages? Emotional blockages, as Petya already started making a video series about this, she's going to make more. It's all about emotional blockages is actually what we block ourselves from when we are children. Okay? Karma is the same effect, but from different lifetimes. Although you can make karma on this lifetime. But what we have to say about blockages, emotional blockages, is that you make them mostly from your parents, mostly from growing up with your parents. If they separate when you're little, if they fight, or if one is sick or whatever, something happens, traumatizing, this is going to affect your core as a child. Your inner child is going to be hurt, okay? And because of this, your polarities, if you're born yin or if you're born yang, you're going to suppress them, and you're going to be something else. So you're not going to let the cosmic flow to really fix yourself and heal, okay? Have you noticed that there's people on earth that they just don't suffer with anything? They don't suffer with their teeth, they don't suffer with their diet, they don't suffer with their relationship, they don't suffer with anything. They are very, very okay. That's because these people, it's not many, but the many that there are, they have a very good core. They were born in an amazing environment. Their parents are perfect. Their karma is not too bad, and they started with the right foot. Okay, their choice of experiencing Earth is on a whole other level. So this is all to be considered. And emotional blockages, if you have any, it's like having stones in your aura. You cannot expand yourself. So this means you cannot get enlightened. So there's people who are focusing on the enlightenment all the time. We can also speak about that. In order to get enlightenment, you have to be zero on the emotional blockages. You need to be 100% free from your own emotional blockages. Meaning, emotional blockage, it's something that keeps on triggering and triggering and triggering like a loop. For example, imagine you are afraid of dogs. Every time you see a dog, you are in panic. Even if you think you have healed and it comes back the same fear, this means that you have to fix the core. what is causing this? You know, you have to question yourself, and then you go backwards and backwards and backwards. Perhaps it was when you were a little child and a dog bite you, and then you created the fear, and you know, this is all like this. And now I have to tell you something else. Even if the person you are with is your polarity, but it's not, it's your opposite polarity, but it's not your twin flame. If you just have this sensation that you agree that it's not your twin flame, because of what I said, stay with this person unless you have someone else that also has the opposite polarity of you. Because when you are with the opposite polarity, you are able to detox and to cleanse your emotional blockages, because emotional blockages come in a certain way for each polarity. If you are yang and you have an emotional blockage, your yin person will be able to remove it. But if you are yin and you are with a yin person, this yin person will not be able to remove it, because will actually not understand, or maybe if it understands, it doesn't understand how to pull it out, because he is on the same hole as you are. So it's like this, okay? And that's it for today. I hope I didn't make the video very long, and I just wanted to go straight into action to tell you exactly what is going on. And don't be disappointed. Don't focus too much on the twin flame movement. And now your questions are, do I keep on watching your channel and stuff like this? Do I keep on, doing something about it? Well, our channel, it's all about releasing yourself from the emotional blockages, relationships. So relationships will always be what it is. And twin flame movement will only speak mostly about ourselves, and we will still give some tips for you guys from time to time, because the little that there are as twin flames, it will help. Plus, even if you're not twin flame, it's okay to be living this illusion, because, like I said, if you are with the opposite polarity, at least, this will act as your twin flame. It will not be your mirror, like the seed mirror, like the person that agreed with you. No, that you agreed with yourself to separate into two souls on earth. This is the only difference between opposite polarities, but you will have the opposite of the qualities, and because of this you can work yourselves out together and cleanse from the emotional blockages. So it is very important. So continue, watch, and just don't focus too much on the twin flame movement. That's all. And that's it all, guys. So thank you for your time. Amazing. It was very good. Give a like if you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you very much for everything. Kisses, hugs, and be yourself.